The second ship in Royal Caribbean's spectacular Freedom class of luxury passenger vessels, the Liberty of the Seas continues the tradition of excellence and expands upon the innovations that began with our famous Voyager-class ships. The Liberty combines unrivaled size, timeless design, and more fun per square foot than any other ship at sea to make your Royal Caribbean cruise like no vacation on Earth. Spanning over 1,100 feet and weighing in at a massive 160,000 tons, the Liberty comfortably accommodates over 3,600 guests, served by an international crew of nearly 1,400. As always, Royal Caribbean offers more ways to get out there than ever before. Whether you're taking in a Broadway-worthy production, riding the waves in our exclusive shipboard surf park, dining in our gourmet restaurants, or simply soaking up the sun on the largest pool deck in our fleet, the Liberty of the Seas offers more fun, excitement, and entertainment than any other ship at sea. Before we get to all the exciting ways to get out there aboard the Liberty of the Seas, let's make sure you're fueled up for fun. As always, our world-class dining room offers gourmet meals in a relaxed yet refined atmosphere. But the culinary delights don't end there. The Liberty's Asian fusion-themed Jade and onboard steakhouse Chops Grill combine fine dining with a relaxed, intimate atmosphere. The fabulous Windjammer Cafe offers buffet-style meals for a quick bite before heading into port. And the Royal Promenade boasts an array of tempting treats to keep you satisfied even while you're on the go. From a quick slice of pizza to refreshing, delicious Ben & Jerry's ice cream. Now that our appetites are satisfied, let's look at all the exciting ways to quench our thirst for fun aboard the Liberty of the Seas. If it's gaming action you crave, Casino Royale, sprawling rows of slot machines, and vast array of Vegas-style action will keep you in the chips. For more adrenaline-fueling fun, look no further than the Liberty's innovative sports deck. With our fleet's most challenging rock climbing wall, shipboard boxing ring, golf simulators, and full-size basketball court, there's more ways to get out there than ever before. If rest and relaxation are more your speed, the luxurious Ship-Shape Spa boasts stress-melting massages and rejuvenating spa treatments to pamper yourself with. And the Liberty's vast array of bars and lounges will help you celebrate your vacation in style. From a fine cigar and soothing cocktail in the Connoisseur Club to dancing the night away in the Latin-inspired Boleros, the Liberty offers boundless ways to keep the party rolling throughout your spectacular cruise. For cool fun in the hot Caribbean sun, the Liberty's pool deck has something for the whole family with its huge sun-drenched pool deck. The kids will love the Liberty's exciting H2O Zone, our interactive water park, boasting drenching ground gushers, water cannons, and spraying sculptures to keep everyone and the whole family cool. The dedicated sports pool keeps the fun rolling with water polo, floating golf, volleyball, and pole jousting. You can even ride the waves in our innovative Flow Rider surf park. The soothing solarium lets you unwind amidst lush surroundings and spectacular views with cantilevered whirlpools suspended 112 feet above sea level, as well as a relaxing adults-only pool. Royal Caribbean also prides itself on its extravagant entertainment, and the Liberty of the Seas is certainly no exception. Rivaling even Broadway, London's West End, and Vegas, the Liberty of the Seas Art Deco-themed Platinum Theater boasts a bevy of A-list entertainers, as well as spectacular musical productions performed by world-class singers and dancers, complete with gorgeous, elaborate sets and eye-popping special effects. And the entertainment doesn't end there. Studio B features graceful and spectacular on-ice productions performed by an international cast of figure skaters. You can even hit the ice yourself during one of Studio B's open skate sessions. Last but certainly not least, the Liberty's Royal Promenade plays host to dazzling interactive parades that keep the non-stop entertainment aboard the Liberty of the Seas in full swing. The heartbeat of this fabulous city at sea, the Royal Promenade is also home to stylish shops, casual eateries, and friendly neighborhood bars. From a frothy pint at the English-style Bull and Bear pub to shopping for some of the best deals at sea, the Royal Promenade recreates the feel of an Italian-inspired avenue that serves as the epicenter of the Liberty of the Seas. All this is just the beginning of the fun and excitement aboard the Liberty of the Seas. So sit back and relive all the memories of your spectacular Royal Caribbean vacation in your Cruise in Review. Originally inhabited by the little-known Tequesta Indian tribe, Florida was claimed by Spanish explorer Ponce de Leon in 1513. The region was officially handed over to the U.S. in 1821. Miami enjoyed a brief stretch as the playground for the rich and famous during the 1950s, which aided in the development of its signature Art Deco architecture that still populates the area. Today, Miami is a bustling, multicultural town that thrives on tourism and international business. Home port to many Royal Caribbean ships, it's just a stone's throw from many of the hottest ports in the Caribbean, but it's also a tropical paradise in its own right. With its inviting climate and status as an elite hotspot, Miami is the perfect way to begin or end your unforgettable Caribbean vacation. From the pristine beaches and trendy hotspots of South Beach to colorful Art Deco architecture, as well as world-class dining and shopping, Miami is a city like no other in the United States.
Welcome on board the Liberty of the Seas. Can I ask you a quick question? How many of you are excited to be here right now? Are you excited?
Woo! Get very quiet in here. I'm going to bring the cockiness level down just a couple notches from repulsive to tolerable. How about that? All right. Sweet. I know. I'm way better than you guys thought I was going to be. I know. Oh! That's it! Woo!
Inhabited by tribes of North and South American Indians as early as the 1st century AD, the island now called Puerto Rico, Spanish for rich port, became a central Spanish outpost in the New World. The heavily fortified city of Old San Juan helped the Spanish fend off European attackers for centuries, until the island was finally ceded to the U.S. in 1898 after their victory in the Spanish-American War. Home to the largest island population in the region, Puerto Rico's capital, San Juan, presides over the Caribbean as a financial center and gateway for U.S. influence. But its multicultural flavors are apparent in a primarily Latin culture, peppered with tastes of Europe, Africa, and Native America. Old San Juan's Spanish colonial architecture and rich history play host to a dense concentration of fabulous museums, restaurants, shops, and clubs. And modern San Juan's steamy streets are alive with Latin-influenced art and music. A tropical locale rife with urban culture, gorgeous scenery, and rich history, San Juan is the heartbeat of the Caribbean. Inhabited as early as 3,500 years ago by varying subgroups of Arawak Indians, St. Martin is yet another chapter in the bitter power struggles of New World settlement and was sought after by France, Spain, and the Netherlands. After Spain grew weary of defending the island, St. Martin was divided between the French and Dutch, and both countries hold their shares of this Caribbean paradise to this day. Located about 150 miles east of Puerto Rico, St. Martin is part of the Leeward Islands of the Antilles. The island reflects the influences of the French and the Dutch equally, and both sides hold their respective charms. The Dutch side plays host to glitzy casinos, and the French side offers bistro-style dining at its finest. The hurricane-battered island's beaches have been replenished with sand, and its shallow, clear waters are teeming with marine life. Yet another fantastic destination on your Royal Caribbean vacation. St. Martin offers all the charm of the Caribbean, along with history-steeped Dutch and French influences. St. Martin is truly a unique blend of multicultural flavor and Caribbean paradise. As we board the Liberty of the Seas and prepare to traverse the seas en route to another fabulous port of call on our Royal Caribbean cruise, we head up to the bridge, the command center of the vessel, to get an exclusive behind-the-scenes glimpse at some of the technology employed aboard this massive vessel. The captain of the Liberty has been gracious enough to give us a first-hand look at this state-of-the-art technology as he prepares his officers to navigate the ship into the open seas.
Hello and welcome to the bridge of Liberty of the Seas, the world's biggest cruise ship, newest also. We are up here. This bridge, as you see, is very big. It's approximately 126 feet from side to side. And as a captain, I'm very proud to be on the Liberty and also honored that I was given this fantastic ship.
The captain begins our tour of the Liberty's bridge with the cockpit, the centrally positioned command post of the bridge. In the cockpit, the captain and his officers have access to all the systems and navigational controls that allow them to safely and accurately pilot the vessel through its meticulously plotted course. From the cockpit, bridge officers can monitor weather conditions, currents, and shipping traffic with the Liberty's state-of-the-art nautical computer systems. While the cockpit is the central command post for the bridge, a vessel this large requires additional monitoring and navigation posts. The Liberty's cockpit controls and monitoring equipment are replicated on two bridge wings that extend past the hull of the vessel. From the wings, officers can perform all the functions they can from the cockpit while obtaining visual confirmation that there is nothing in the path of the ship. This is especially important when docking the ship and pulling away from port, as the officers can see down the entire length of the ship from these positions. The Liberty's bridge also functions as the central monitoring post for safety systems throughout the entire ship. From the bridge, officers keep watch over the ship 24 hours a day, using state-of-the-art monitoring systems to keep track of variables like ship stability, watertight integrity, and smoke detectors. Even though a ship of this size is rarely affected by rough waters, the Liberty is nonetheless equipped with a set of stabilizers, essentially wings that can be extended from the hull of the ship to steady her in heavy seas. Though seldom used, these stabilizers can ensure smooth sailing and a comfortable voyage for everyone aboard the Liberty, even in choppy waters. One piece of technology in use aboard the Liberty of the Seas impresses even the most seasoned officers. The Vessel Management System, or VMS, is based on the technology used in global positioning systems. The astoundingly accurate VMS interfaces with GPS data and adjust variables like engine speed, steerage, and course data while compensating for factors like currents, weather conditions, and wind speed and direction. The experienced officers aboard the Liberty have nothing but praise for the flexibility, accuracy, reliability, and agility of the VMS. In addition to the amazing technology like the VMS, the Liberty utilizes powerful engines and state-of-the-art propulsion systems to achieve optimum speed and agility. 6 12-cylinder diesel engines, capable of generating over 100,000 horsepower, drive the ship's propulsion systems and provide electrical power for the entire vessel. These power plants drive the Liberty's innovative pod propulsion systems. A central fixed pod provides primary propulsion, while 2 azipods generate additional thrust and rotate on a 360-degree axis to nimbly steer the massive ship with incredible accuracy. As we conclude our tour of the command post of the Liberty of the Seas, the captain begins the exhaustive pre-departure checklist and briefs his officers on the vessel's course before navigating back to the open seas. As he readies to take the helm, we thank the master of the vessel for his insight and his rare opportunity to get a glimpse at the amazing technology that makes the Liberty of the Seas one of the most sophisticated passenger vessels afloat.
still hasn't moved a muscle, ladies and gentlemen. Which one of your wife's best friends would you love to see wearing a bikini?
Now, when we got married.
Oh!
Bessie.
Did everyone else hear the tone of the voice? Bessie. All right, Brian, what size would you buy your wife?
She's a BSH,
What's that?
a British Standard Handful.
A British... I like his style. BSH. British Standard Handful. Okay. This is the British Standard hand right there, ladies and gentlemen. Okay. When your husband wakes up, what's the first thing he puts his hands on?
The remote control.
The remote control. Okay. Nope.
And we're on our honeymoon, so I don't know what the next stage is.
Well, okay. And then the pillow. There we go. What'd you put your hands on, sir?
On me or on...
No, when you wake up in the morning, what's the first thing you put your hands on?
I don't know. Her breast?
We have very honest couples up here this evening. This is great. The answer was...
Remote control.
The remote control. Oh, no!
Located on a remote peninsula on Haiti's far northern coast, Labadie's natural beauty makes it one of the most stunning destinations in the Caribbean. Settled in the name of Spain by Christopher Columbus, Haiti's history has been no less than turbulent. But it is fast becoming a more popular destination of tourists wanting to experience the Caribbean in all its splendor. Labadie's stunning beauty is apparent even before setting foot on its glorious beaches. The short tender ride from the ship provides a vastly scenic view of Haiti's northern shores. Snorkeling, parasailing, jet skis, and the famous banana boats are all ready and waiting to help you make the most of this tropical paradise. Or you can always grab a Coco Loco and hit a lounge chair on a secluded beach for the afternoon. Just make sure to find some shade every so often, as Labadie's climate is one of the hottest in the Caribbean, with an average yearly temperature of 86 degrees. Labadie is an experience like no other. From haggling with the local shopkeepers and soaking in authentic Haitian culture to jet skiing or just relaxing in the sun, Labadie has something to offer everyone.
Sweet 16 today. She's looking like her mama, a little more every day. One part woman, the other part girl. To perfume and makeup, from ribbons to curls, trying her wings out in a great big world. But I remember butterfly kisses after bedtime prayers, sticking little white flowers all up in her hair. You know how much I love you, Daddy, but if you don't mind, I'm only gonna kiss you on the cheek this time. Oh, with all that I've done wrong, I must have done something right.
beautiful and innovative Liberty of the Seas employs state-of-the-art technology and nearly 1,400 officers, staff, and crew from across the globe to provide our guests with unparalleled service, the finest amenities, and the upscale atmosphere you expect from a Royal Caribbean cruise. With this impressive combination of manpower and technology, Royal Caribbean spares no expense to ensure that your cruise is like no vacation on Earth. Let's take an exclusive behind-the-scenes look at some of the people and technology that makes the Liberty of the Seas one of the most spectacular passenger vessels at sea. Providing memorable world-class vacations is a priority for Royal Caribbean and the Liberty of the Seas, but so is maintaining the pristine seas that help make our cruises so spectacular. Royal Caribbean's environmental policy, known as Save the Waves, ensures that we put the environment at the forefront of our priorities. In keeping with this strict policy, the Liberty's onboard recycling plant helps keep waste to a bare minimum. Glass, aluminum, paper, and cardboard are recycled right on board the Liberty, dramatically reducing the amount of waste produced by this massive city at sea. Clean water is another key aspect of Royal Caribbean's Save the Waves campaign. The Liberty employs a state-of-the-art filtration and desalinization plant to ensure every drop of water that is released into the sea meets and exceeds all environmental standards. In fact, all of the water that is released from the Liberty is equivalent to distilled water. The Liberty's desalinization plant also generates thousands of gallons of fresh water per week for cooking, drinking, laundry, and bathing. The Liberty also employs a highly skilled team of officers and engineers that oversee some of the most advanced nautical technology at sea. From monitoring electrical and propulsion systems to piloting the ship through carefully planned routes, these teams work around the clock to ensure smooth sailing 24/7. 6 massive 12-cylinder Wärtsilä diesel engines provide over 17,000 horsepower each to propel the 160,000-ton vessel at top cruising speeds of up to 22 knots and provide electrical power for the entire ship. While the ship's officers sail the seas and monitor critical systems, a talented culinary team works around the clock to provide meals and snacks for the 5,000 guests and crew aboard the Liberty. The skilled and speedy galley crew transforms literally tons of provisions into fabulous fare on a daily basis, providing a staggering 25,000 meals per week. To provide all these fabulous meals and snacks, the Liberty provisions over 20,000 pounds of beef, 12,000 pounds of chicken, 75,000 eggs, and thousands of gallons of beer, wine, and liquor per week. All perishables are stored below deck in enormous refrigeration chambers until it is time for the galley crew to work their culinary magic. Last but not least comes one of the most overlooked but no less important tasks behind the scenes of the Liberty: laundry. The Liberty's crew operates a full-service laundry and dry cleaning facility that washes and presses thousands of tablecloths, crew uniforms, and bed linens every week, and still finds time to clean and press your formal wear for that glamorous night out. From the captain and his officers navigating the ship and the engineers ensuring every onboard system runs like clockwork, to the galley crew preparing sumptuous meals, and the crew's staff and entertainers making sure there's never a dull moment, each skilled and dedicated professional aboard the Liberty of the Seas works to ensure that your cruise is like no vacation on Earth.